Very good morning, Professor Dr. Siddhartha Ghosh, the Principal JT Aviation College, Kolkata, and former Airlines Director and Head. So I welcome you, sir, for day two session in our fireside chat on entrepreneurship. Yesterday we had detailed discussion on different aspects, okay, and that was part one. So today is the part two in a series, and we'll have some interesting areas wherein we can discuss, we can deliberate, and I'll also request you to share your views so that student community or startup enthusiast they will be benefited out of it. So let us start today's session. I request Dr. Ghosh to please proceed.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, and thank you very much for conducting the second day of the fire chat. Looking forward earnestly for the program, for the session. Uh, Hopefully, it will be a good learning experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, as yesterday, no, we were talking about especially the digital startups, especially startups which can do well in the internet, and we have touched upon few areas wherein students can do extremely well because today most of the social media networks are free until unless you go for paid advertisement like Facebook paid advertisements, Google AdWords, even LinkedIn and Twitter, who they have the paid advertisement schemes as well. But having said that, the social media is a very strong platform. I think many startups they are doing extremely well. They're connecting with the no investors. They're connecting with the similar kind of people. They're able to crowdsource. They're able to go for crowdfunding as well using the social media platform. I think that is phenomenal, and think we need to make use of these platforms very wisely because it is a great opportunity. We can connect with the people, we can share our views, thoughts, and we can ask for recommendations. Even we can request for the views of the ideas or what we're going to do, whether our product. I know a lot of people they do research using the poll questions in LinkedIn and Twitter and the Facebook group as well. I think those are the opportunities today we have, and definitely we need to explore that well. And today, whether we are into no digital space or not, but every one of us, we must know about digital marketing and the opportunities what we have, because many experts they say that even the product is good for any entrepreneur, but if that product does not reach out to the people, okay, then sale does not happen. So essentially everything is depending on marketing and the sales. I think many engineering graduates who get into entrepreneurship, they come out with fantastic ideas and the product, but possibly the one area they find it little challenging is the marketing and the sales part. I think therein we need to give a lot of focus. And today, using of definitely we see that email every day there are a lot of emails come into our inbox and we consider as a spam and we just delete it. But that's also required some kind of knowledge about how effectively we can go for the email marketing, and there are many softwares available. Okay, how should be the heading of the email, what should be the content, whether in the body there should be any hypertext link or any video no used in the email or not, because by seeing the headline subject of the email we consider it as spam and we just delete it. We never open the the emails. I think therein we need a lot of awareness about how to create a very strong email campaign. I think that's one part, and the other part using the YouTube and other video mode of advertising. Then banner and this banner and flyer, using beautiful flyers and the flyer no banners, we can float that into the social media platform. We can get attention of the people because generally picture and video attracts more than simple text. Anyhow, the content is very very important because content is the king. And we have seen on various social media platforms, some people they put beautiful content and they're able to engage people and persuade them to interact and reply and the conversation goes on. A lot of insights, a lot of knowledge is there, and probably no, that's another way to engage the prospective customers. And using the Google AdWord, how we can use the Google AdWord, how we can use the Facebook advertisement. Okay, these are very cost effectively, but definitely there are different procedures like cost per click, cost per million click. Likewise, some some algorithm they use for budget. So based on our budget, we can, and the beautiful part of this is that we can know target. Like in marketing, we know about segmentation, targeting, and positioning, and all these three can be done using the AdWord and the Facebook page. We can identify the geographical area, we can identify the age group, okay, gender, demographic profile. Then we can target our advertisement to them. I think these are fantastic tools and techniques are available to us. And as an entrepreneur, I think we need to explore this world of possibilities, using the video ad, using the the podcast. Also, many people they use it, podcast, the audio advertisement. Okay, more than the content, simple content and the banner and the poster advertisements. I think the marketing and the sales is very important for any startup to reach out to the prospective customers, understand them well, understand their requirements, and try to convert them into customers. I think that's a very challenging part. Even the product is good until unless no, we are able to do proper marketing and sales and reach out to the customers, persuade them, give them a no better customer experience, what we call it. I think until unless you do that, and no, in marketing call it no LTV, lifetime value of customers. Okay, whether we can make them for repeat purchase of our product and services or not. I think that's very essential from any startup point of view. Yes, sir. Now over to you. Please, you can add on, and we can just share your
Yeah,
view.
one more thing which I like to add here, like some companies, what they're doing is they're posting some videos, some interesting videos. Like 10-15 days back, there was a video by Emirates Airline in their website where cabin crew was trained and was what do you say was shot on top of Burj Khalifa, and that ad went viral. That video went viral, and it attracted not only the airline passengers but also Dubai as a tourist destination was highlighted to the world to a great extent. So it served two purposes. So the videos, like if it is shot at some good location with the product or the service, it's not always the product which we are selling, sometimes the service. So understanding the customer's mindset, what they want, what type of customers I can target. So those things are also, I think, will be beneficial for a company to understand, or an entrepreneur to understand that okay, this is my target customer and these are their tastes and preferences. So those things will, I think, will add up the value in the marketing chain.
Yes, definitely. And today we say that this is the age of no micro moments. Okay, short videos are very popular. That is the reason why TikTok was so popular. Anyhow, it is banned in India, but it is one of the popular. Okay, this what I guess in the applications across the world. Now, after the TikTok, I think Instagram they introduced Reel, and YouTube Short is also there, wherein we can upload the short videos. Because short videos it catches the attention very fast, and people need not invest a lot of time to go through 10 minutes and 15 minutes of video, because no, this is a very busy life, and many videos they go viral. Okay, videos people they like it. Okay, and that's why the YouTube they're earning no huge amount through advertisement of different companies. Okay, video advertisement, that's one of the reasons. So that's no a fantastic example. And yesterday also no there were some discussions on the OPC, one person company. And let us take forward that discussion a little bit, because we just touched upon that area. And I feel that so do you have any questions in this area, sir?
Yeah, why I was requesting you some uh, detailed data on OPC was because the first time entrepreneurs or students who are just fresh out of college, Uh, if I'm not wrong, OPC concept will be more uh, beneficial for them because they'll not have that kind of funds to sponsor their venture. Number two, they'll not have, most of the time, I may be wrong, but most of the time they'll not have that network or the team to have that setup. So OPC concept, I think, if as a starting point, if it can be initiated, then slowly it can be expanded to other bigger entrepreneurial platforms. So that's why I was mainly requesting for the OPC details, if possible.
Yes, yes, yes. So yesterday we just introduced the topic OPC, and OPC is a very popular concept in USA and Singapore. Okay, but in India it is recently launched. One person company. Now, in one person company, the essential features of one person company, there should be minimum no one shareholder, and at the same time there will be minimum one director. So both can be the same person, the shareholder and the director, and the director has to nominate one person. Now, in case of the demise or death of the director, that person can become the director. So one nomination is must, and that nominee can be from within the family or outside. There is no problem. And and there is no need of any no share capital, minimum share capital, what you are no talking about, because there is no need of minimum share capital to register no and OPC. So definitely OPC is a very new concept, but there are a lot of advantage in the sense it is treated like as private limited company. So once it is a private limited company, it's easy to get the loan from the bank. I think that's the number one no advantage of the OPC, which is not so in case of partnership and the sole proprietorship. That is one advantage. Now, in case of part this ownership, the proprietorship, the major disadvantage is that in case of bad debt or the company does not do well, in that case, no owner has to sell out his personal assets and resources and meet the debt. But in case of OPC, that's not there. Liability is the limited to the no shares that person has in that company. I think that's the major advantage of any OPC. And in case of OPC, a person can no recruit 15 directors without giving any shares to them. I think that's again is a fantastic advantage. And to register with ROC, Register of Companies, there is the procedure is very simple. Okay, in case of this OPC, and there are other advantages like in terms of OPC, in case of tax liabilities and the filing. Like if I am the director of the OPC, I can give loan to my OPC. I can get return on my loan. I can take salary from the OPC. I think these are some of the unique features, okay, which is with the OPC. That's why today we see that many companies they go for the no OPC one person company. But along with that, there are no certain areas which we find that no we may call it disadvantage, like no minor not eligible to become a director, and only one person can start only one OPC. If I start an OPC, I cannot start second OPC, and that's the one disadvantage. And very small business, this is suitable for the small business. This is suitable because
Yeah,
maximum, yeah.
sir, just a query here. In case I close down the OPC, suppose for some reason the OPC is not giving us much return, giving much return, so I can close it and start a new OPC, right?
Yes,
That's possible.
if it is formally closed and with the register of companies, that this companies, but OPC has no perpetual existence, like in case of any no private limited company. But if you want to close it formally, then definitely once it is closed, then it is not non-existence. But at the
Okay.
same time, you cannot no have two OPC running.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
one
yes.
OPC means you cannot do that, but one is closed means the matter is done. It is closed, everything is settled down, and it is filed with the ROC that the company is closed. So probably you can go for the next OPC. But OPC people say it is good for the small business because there are certain limits, in terms of share capital maximum 50 lakhs, and the turnover is maximum 15 crore. But if it goes beyond that, then In that case, it has to convert into the private limited company. So anyhow, there are no certain advantages and certain disadvantages, but definitely there are a lot of plus sides to start an OPC instead of starting a proprietorship or the LLP, limited liability partnership. I think OPC is the best way to move forward for small business, for any startup. So that's what the yesterday's discussion, wherein we spoke little bit on OPC. And as you rightly pointed out, that for first time entrepreneurs, many entrepreneurs know, they don't know, okay, about the OPC, the different kind of formations of the companies. I think OPC is is one of the best ways wherein they can look for to register their companies. I think that can be a good choice for them. Yes, sir. Over to you, please.
Okay, that's really informative. That's something uh, which is learning a thing, an experience for me. Also, like before, just on the same line, if I say, because of pandemic, businesses, industries, job prospects, I mean the employees, prospective employees, their career to a large extent has taken a backseat. Now, in this situation, uh, and also because people are not able to move freely, there's not much freedom moving out of home or out of office. So there are many restrictions. So on this note, uh, how would a online venture or online based venture would be beneficial, or would can be a supporting structure for the industries or for the budding entrepreneurs?
Yes, I think that's very, very relevant today. Due to this pandemic, there is a research by KPMG wherein it says that which transformation, the digital transformation, is supposed to happen for next 10 years. That has happened in last 1.5 years. That means everyone and everybody has come online. Now, if you look at the academic world, we could see that we never thought of taking classes on virtual mode, but today we teachers as well as students, everyone is very comfortable and classes are happening. I think today morning only Harvard Business School, they have announced even their students 100% vaccination. They have announced that this session they started classes online. Okay, see, Harvard Business Schools, instead of having 100% vaccination, also they're going for online. They're taking preventive measures. Okay, that means whether it is Harvard Business Schools or a school in the rural area, I think everyone today has come to online. I think that's the beauty of online. Suppose if there is no online, what would have happened for last 1.5 years? School, colleges, everything is closed down. Okay, so there would have been no learning, no interaction, no sharing, nothing. So I think this is a kind of blessing for all of us. And we know the entrepreneurs, we can definitely explore this digital world, because today's world, we call it is a digitized economy, everything. And today you have seen that the Bitcoin has become so popular. And there is one interview by the Azim Premji. I don't know the authenticity of that, but it is floating everywhere in Facebook and other social media, wherein he says that he made a lot of investment in Bitcoin, and that's how he is earning millions of rupees. But that's a risky area. Okay, even RBI has a lot of guidelines and the restrictions in foreign abroad. I think a lot of people, they invest in the Bitcoin, but it's not so popular in India. But still in India, we have the Bitcoin exchange, around 30, 35 Bitcoin exchanges are there. But I know that's a different area. But anyhow, that's a digital currency, right? That's a digital currency. So that's also one of the future areas wherein the financial world will operate complete in a different format. I think the digital business, okay, if we look at academics have gone online. On the similar line, the corporate world, whether it is MDP, training and development, everything is happening today online. All the meetings wherein millions of rupees used to spend by the corporate for traveling, stay in the five-star hotel and all arrangement, today it is happening free of cost. And people never thought that effectiveness will be much more than that kind of, because there is a lot of the loss in terms of people traveling and going off the office and taking leave and on duty and all. But today it is happening online using the computer. They're using Cisco meetings and a lot of other no Microsoft no all 365 all platforms are there. Zoom is there, so all
Even
meetings are happening.
PhD presentation, dissect, and defense is also taking place online. The convocation also is
Yes.
happening online. So it's a really the world has advanced to a greater extent because of, though it's a setback. This pandemic last 1.5 years was it was a big setback. But then again, as human beings, we have taken it in our stride, and we have made things better based on the existing weakness. So that's something which is to be which has to be praised, thankfully.
Initially people were reluctant. No, we were thinking when to bounce back, but this is a forced choice. It's a
Yes,
forced
yes.
choice. Okay, and there is no other way, so we have to take it up, and we have taken it up positively. And today everyone has become tech savvy. Everyone know how to use the debit card, ATM card, and all the UPI payment transfer and all. I think this is something very very great, no, in terms of no digitized world. I think today, that's why yesterday also we were discussing about if anyone has no certain knowledge and the skill sets in one particular area, that may be his or her core competency, then that person can know the whole world is no his or her marketplace. He can do anything. I think that's the kind of true global village we are into in a digitally connected world. I think entrepreneurs must make use of this no digital platform effectively to reach out, okay, to give better customer experience, to showcase their product and services. I think that's a fantastic way how, and we have seen that a lot of the maximum companies which came into no market for last 1.5 years, they will be the edtech companies or learning management software, LMS, because there is a huge need. And it was not that kind of no, before that there were not many companies in this particular area, but today you see there are a lot of companies there into this particular domain because there is a strong need is there. I think that's the beauty. Now today we find the Google apps, there are no laboratories are there for the students. Chemical laboratory student can experiment using the no the mobile applications, and for everything we find there is an application. Okay, how beauty the world is. Okay, but no so that's the way the world will move forward. Now mobile learning people are talking about. Okay, mobile learning, we have on mobile, so we can learn from anywhere. It's not work from home, WFH, it's WFA, work from anywhere. Okay, wherever we are, we can connect with anybody, we can share our views and thoughts. I think that's something no fantastic transition we have come through, and this will remain there. Okay, even we get back to our conventional mode, bounce back to normalcy, but this mode will be definitely there because essentially the reason is the effectiveness. Okay, the effectiveness of being online, the cost involvement is very very minimum, and we can connect with the people across the world, and the convenience of time, but difficulty in certain areas in terms of no time horizon. Like we are here in US, so there is some mismatch is there. So time horizon and little bit maybe the cultural difference, okay, that may cause some kind of, but that we can always overcome those kind of challenges. So my suggestion to the no future entrepreneurs or prospective entrepreneurs, please make use of the digital platform, because most of the platforms are free now, so you can make use of it, the platform effectively, reach out to the customers, use your social media judiciously. Okay, create some good video content or flyer, banner, good content, or text content or technical contents, to create awareness about your product and service. Okay, build a strong community of similar kinded people. Have your own blog, be a thought leaders. Okay, so wherein we can spread your views and thoughts and connect with the people. And I'm sure that this digital platform, okay, will empower the entrepreneurs, okay, more than ever. Okay, I think that's the beauty of being in the digital age. Yes sir, over to you, please, you can add on.
Also, with the digital mode being so active in the current times, what are the possible options for a budding entrepreneur uh, using mainly the digital mode uh, system?
Yes, I'll just like to give one small example. one of my mentees, he developed one applications for the travel and tourism industry, because as there is no mobility, people are not moving out of the home. So being at home using an application, can a person get the real time of no experience of traveling to a particular place, whether that person wants to go to Dehradun, whether that person can virtually through the applications, okay, see the Dehradun, each and every corner, okay, look at the people, their culture in a real time situations, well, even while going. So that's one kind. Even I've seen that no using that particular mobile applications, whether we can use the artificial intelligence, okay, or virtual reality on, can give a similar kind of feeling, like in academics, virtual reality for a lot of lab tests and all, students, they do it as if they're doing in the laboratory. Whether that kind of feelings can be given, I think there is ample opportunities in terms of virtual reality and augmented reality, using those technologies. Whether travel and tourism industry, there can be a revolution. Okay, anyhow, there is no substitute for physical visit to a place and experience, but as there is a limitations, so I think there is a huge opportunity out there. And today you could see that the telemedicine was not popular in India. Okay, telemedicine was not popular, but because of this pandemic, okay, we see there is a huge demand on telemedicine, because no now one doctor sitting in Bangalore can provide the service to all over India and the world. Earlier, no one opted for the telemedicine. People used to go and personally meet the doctor and share their problems. They feel happy when doctors say, "No problem, please. Okay, it will be all right." But today, people have, no, they are moved from that kind of situations to a virtual mode, and they are comfortable using the medical advice. Okay, from anywhere in the world. I think that's the sea change. So telemedicine, that particular industry, okay, whether it is no 1mg or other no online medicine tailors, or it's a telemedicine or the healthcare sector, I think there will be a lot of startups especially. And there are startups, there are a lot of applications during this time to book a slot with the doctors, or take the personal medications, or consult with the doctor. A lot of startups in this particular area, in the applications they have come up during the last 1.5 years. I think definitely there is a huge prospect out there, because due to this pandemic, okay, a lot of new areas, okay, which are opened up, in healthcare sector, in pharmaceutical industry, in travel and tourism sectors, and also in academics, as we have mentioned that in case of edtech or learning management software, we see that Upgrade or Urban Pro and a lot of other companies, which is the kind of aggregator. Okay, teachers can log in there and teach and reach out to the students anywhere in the world and earn some handsome amount. I think that's the that's the beauty. An academy also, okay, the persons, those who are good at certain areas, they can become educator there. So instead of becoming a teacher of any school or college, they can become in an academy, and there is huge money they pay out to the educators. I think the world is more opened up. Okay, there is no wall kind of thing. Okay, university without wall or business without wall, it's more opened up, and everyone has the equal opportunity, provided he or she has the skill sets. I think this particular trend, it will continue, and we'll find out a lot of e-entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs, they're venturing into digital space, whether it is the kitchen in the cloud. Yesterday we were talking about Zomato and Swiggy, or the edtech or LMS or the healthcare or the financial sector. I think everyone will have their footprint into the digital space. Yes, sir. You can please add on with this.
Even the research also adds up. Can be a backbone in whenever a entrepreneur starts a business or is planning to start a business. What he needs to do is he needs to do active research. He needs to focus on the area of the product or service which he wants to launch or which he wants to promote. So he needs to do a proper research regarding the kind of audience he can have, kind of customers he may target, the mindset of customers, what they want, their taste and preferences, their geographical location. Is it a local? Will it be targeted in the local market or the regional market or at the national level or even at the global level? So those things will come up. The outcome of those research areas will become very important in making a success of his venture. So that's what I
Yes, yes, yes.
personally feel.
Definitely, no, I also no agree with your views, because no, it cannot be just like that. That no, night while sleeping we have seen a dream, and morning we start a business. It's needed to test the idea, test the idea in the market, or discuss the idea with the friends or the mentors, and see the suitability or feasibility of the idea. We can do desk research today because of Google and other search engines are there. We can definitely get a lot of information of similar kind of product existing or not. If existing, what kind of attributes and the benefits they deliver, what are the areas they have their presence, what are the markets they have their presence, what are the shortcomings, and everything we can find out using the desk research. I think otherwise we can go for active research. I think empirical research, go and meet with the people and take their views, and on the on the idea or on the product we developed, and we can do a business screening to see the suitability of that particular idea, and based on that we can always develop a prototype and go for no alpha test and beta test, what we call in no startup. When the product is made completely, then we can go for beta testing to see that it functions in all aspects. Then we can go for no pilot, then we can go for the huge commercialization, pilot marketing and the commercializations. Generally these are the ways how a product moves from idea to real time commercializations. But as you rightly pointed out, research is the backbone. Okay, we should do active research. We should find out the what kind of problem that product and service will no satisfy or address in the market, and whether similar kind of products and services are there or not. If there, what are the shortcomings or what are the attributes? Can we give something extra which will be our competitive edge, okay, over the existing products and services? So that kind of research is very much required, and it is a continuous research, because we know that in consumer behavior the people needs and preferences keep on changing. So we cannot develop a product once for all. We need to bring in new attributes and the new features in the product to beat the competitions, and to ensure that customers lifetime value or customers loyalty, because customers always look for no loyal customers look for some kind of no benefits or no freebies from the company. So we should be able to give in terms of some non-price promotional measures or some other loyalty solutions we can bring in. So definitely research is not only for the first time while launching the product or for testing the idea, but it's a continuous journey. We need to keep on doing the research, and that's very important to understand the customers and their views on the product and their changing needs and preferences. Accordingly, bring in changes to make the product and service suitable to their present needs. Yes, sir, please.
Yes, and in addition to that, even keeping a tab on the cost factor, cost control, and cost management without affecting the quality of service or product, that also takes a prime focus, because uh, at the entry level, at the starting level for an entrepreneur, they most of the time they'll have not enough funds, to be very honest. So maintaining that cost structure, existing cost structure, and without hampering the quality of the product or services, they have to do the equilibrium. They have to balance both the things, which is a challenging thing for the entrepreneur at the initial stage, definitely.
Yes, yes. I think maintaining liquidity is very big challenge, because when we bring out some product and service, if it is not moving, if some no clients they want to purchase in credit, we give it on credit. At least product will move from the stock. Okay, and to get that credit back, money back, it's a big challenge. I think a lot of money gets stocked. Okay, as you rightly said, and definitely that's one area wherein there is liquidity is a big problem. The other area of the cost management, we need to keep the cost within the no reasonable limit, and that's why we see that no, while someone start business, that same person becomes the owner, same person becomes the employee, salesperson. He only cleans the office, so everything he or she does, because at the initial stage one cannot employ the people to take care of the office or clean the office or to support system. Maybe one or two people they take care of everything to ensure that no expenses are minimized. But to maintain the liquidity is another big challenge, because company needs the working capital to run day-to-day business. I think therein we need to be a little bit of careful, giving a lot of products on the credit. If the product is good, we should find out some management wherein no the money will keeps coming back. Otherwise, there will be big challenge in the liquidity and the aspect. So cost management, the expenses, that's definitely a challenge, as the raising of capital is a big challenge. The similar way, the maintaining the cost factor is another challenge. But as an entrepreneur, we should always take care that whatever we do it, there is a reason for do that. And the expenses, how we can bring it to the minimum. I think initially we cannot afford to have very luxurious things. We should always maintain our level, whatever wherever we are, and try to do most of the things by ourselves, so that we don't spend a lot of unwanted money, and we become little bit calculative or around the target marketing, the selection of the target market, where we have the majority of the customers, potential customers. Okay, so that we can focus in that particular niche area, so that the probability of moving the product is more than just going out for different areas. So this segmentation, targeting, and the positioning, that should be correctly defined. Okay, if we don't want to invest a lot of fund initially and go all out to all the market, to all the people, I think that is very, very important, because cost becomes a no major challenge once we start a business. We find out that whatever savings we have, it is just going out, and we don't have the liquidity. I think they are in a big challenge, and as an entrepreneur, we should find out the ways how we can minimize our expenses, or how we can at least maintain liquidity, so that our day-to-day work can functions properly. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, I really agree. Totally agree with what you are saying. And also, there are businesses, the startup businesses, entrepreneurs whom some of them I've seen, they are not doing any permanent business throughout their career, because of the ever growing dynamic business environment throughout the world. They are shifting their business as per the market demand or need. And what they have done is they have developed the concept of flexible business model. Flexible business model means, depending on the customer requirement, they're shifting their business time to time. So what do you suggest on that? Is it feasible, or is it uh, beneficial in the long run?
Yes, yes, definitely. As rightly said, that as the customers, the buying behavior will change, or their needs and preferences will change. So, as a business owner, we need to ensure that we also meet their needs. Okay, that's the number one point. So, see, many like during this pandemic. Okay, during this pandemic, the best example. What we used to do before and what we are doing in the pandemic, we need everything at our home service. Okay, and we could see that everything we can get using the online platform, or all companies, they have started providing the services online. Okay, so that's, I think, something companies are very flexible to meet the change customers, okay, needs and demands. I think that's one part. We need to be highly flexible and adaptable, because during this no VUCA world, the turbulent times, okay, we need to be flexible and adaptable. Until unless we are flexible and adaptable, if we can't meet the changed customer needs and demands, definitely there will be somebody else who will come in and no do that what we are supposed to do that. So I think the business, we should have the business continuity model, how we can survive and continue our business. At the same time, we should have the enough flexibility. That's why there is a need for no change management into the business organizations, which will always keep an eye what kind of changes are happening in the macro environment, okay, with the customers, with the clients, with the stakeholders, with the governments and world business scenario. And accordingly, whether those kind of changes we can embrace into our companies, whether it is a production in terms of technology or engineering, whether it is marketing and sales, or whether it is making the right product available at the right time as per the customer needs or demands or not. So I think that change management, that flexibility, adaptability is very much needed to ensure that the business is resilient, or we continue the business with the same rate of success or the more. I think you rightly pointed out this particular area, there are many businesses, no, not many businesses, I think all businesses, they need to be flexible and adaptable to the changed the changed situation, so that we can meet the customers demands, because at the end of the day, the businesses, they exist because customers are there. So no, we need to take care of them so fast. If their the needs and behavior changes, so we should also change accordingly to meet them. But there will be different set of customers, like I will see that Flipkart, they also have their offline outlet. Flipkart, they have their offline outlet. Initially, it was only online, but some people, they like to go to a retail outlet and touch the products and purchase. So they started offline outlet. Okay, before the pandemic. So they have the blended mode. Even the corporates, those who were before the purely online mode, now they also have their own outlet. I think because many people, they like it. So there are different set of customers who like the different ways, and the companies, they're trying to be flexible to meet the different set of customers, to ensure that their customer base, it increases, and they're able to happy all different types of customers. So I think that's the uh, thing wherein we need to know satisfy the customers and their change needs and demands. You rightly said, we need to be flexible, adaptable, we need to embrace the change, we need to continue the business. Okay, and we need to be resilient, because during turbulent time, we should not go out of market or shut down our business, or we should create enough network so that we can pay reasonably our employees during the turbulent time for a long time. Yes, sir. Please, you can add your points to this.
Yeah, it was really interesting to discuss on various aspects of marketing, internet marketing, finance part, cost control, um, advertising, promotion in social media, and research. Research we also spoke. OPC concept we discussed, along with its comparison with private limited company or proprietorship company. So it was an interesting learning uh, for me as a budding teacher, or a researcher. So you can call
Thank you,
me
sir. Thank
whatever
you,
you.
sir.
But these are the things which I enjoy learning. Like irrespective of my background and all, uh, I always treat myself as a student.
That's the best way. That's the best way to learn new things. Even I myself think myself as a student, because students are the best learners. Okay, and we keep on learning, as rightly said in HR, we say learn, unlearn, relearn. So learning is a lifelong process, and we can learn from anyone. Okay,
Yes, that's true.
from
That's true.
anybody, whether a student or anyone, any no elderly person or anybody on the road we meet. There is an opportunity to learn from anybody. I think that's the best way how we can ensure. That's the way what we call growth mindset. If you want to really have growth in our own life, not only financially but also otherwise, whether it is our happiness or mental health or whatever it is, I think we need to listen to the people. We need to learn from anybody, ready to we learn to ready know to learn from anybody, and also share our views with the others. So that's an interesting discussion with Dr. Siddhartha Ghosh, the principal of JT Aviation College, Kolkata, a wonderful person, and an amazing startup mentor as well. And I extend my heartfelt thanks on behalf of MTC Global and Global Entrepreneurs Grid for no sparing your valuable time and be with us for 2 days in part one and part two. And it was indeed a wonderful discussion. And I'm sure that the audience, those who will view the videos of part one and part two, definitely they'll be benefited out of it. And you can always reach out to me or Dr. Ghosh for any kind of no mentoring support. We're always there for no all of you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ghosh, for your presence this morning. And thank you. Have a great time. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Have a great time too. Thank you very much, MTC Global.